America is not the best place to start if you are travelling on a budget, but there are some ways that you can save money in Orlando. This is Katie from Creative Travel Guide, and today we are sharing ways that you can save money in Orlando so that you can enjoy the theme parks without spending a fortune. Looking for more travel tips? Make sure you hit subscribe and ring that notification bell. So the first thing that you can do to save money in Orlando is to travel in the off-season. Visiting during January to March or September to November will help you save money on accommodation and travel. Another way to save money when you're planning your trip to Orlando is to avoid the public holidays. Hotel and travel prices rise around the 4th of July and Labor Day, and in Orlando they tend to rise over Thanksgiving and Christmas as well. Definitely avoid the summer holidays if you can, as well as spring break. If you are looking to stay in a hotel near the theme parks, generally speaking, hotels near Disney World offer better deals than the hotels near Universal Studios. Talking about hotels, the USA has many budget chain hotels, and many of these can be found in Orlando. These are basic, and make sure to check reviews on Yelp and TripAdvisor first, but you can save some serious money staying in places like Echo Lodge, Travel Lodge, Days Inn and Super 8. Another way to save money for your trip when you're booking your hotel, make sure that you check if they have a kitchenette. If there is a room or hotel with a kitchenette, then opt for that choice, especially if you are staying somewhere for an extended period of time. This means you can save loads of money cooking for yourself rather than eating out every day. So we've talked about how you can save money with your accommodation and the time of the year that you visit, but now let's talk about how to get there. So of course, when you're booking your flights to Orlando, use websites like Skyscanner, which will compare airlines and the prices, but also use websites like Momondo. These will compare prices across dates, so you might find that flying on a Tuesday is cheaper than flying on a Monday. Another way that you can save money in Orlando is to use the alternative airports. You can save money by flying into Sanford International, Tampa or Jacksonville. Now, when you arrive in Orlando, many people will want to rent a car. Now, if you intend on using a car, there's a few ways that you can save money. Make sure you compare prices for a rental car on websites such as rentalcars.com or Hotwire. Another website that you can check out is Turo. If you are looking to rent a car, you can use getaround.com or Turo.com. These have a similar concept to Airbnb but for cars, so that you can rent a car from owners, and this can work out cheaper than renting from a rental company. But of course, one big way to save money, especially if you are only in Orlando for less than 10 days, is to skip the rental car. With Uber and Lyft becoming more and more popular in the area, it's becoming more affordable to rely on these ride-sharing companies. Plus, you have local buses and shuttle buses as well. Generally, we find the best way that we can save money on transport around Orlando is staying in a hotel that offers free shuttle buses. Most hotels on or around International Drive will offer some type of shuttle bus. So of course, most of us are heading to Orlando for the theme parks, so let's have a quick look at how we can save money there. First of all, you want to get yourself some discounted tickets. Head to Undercover Tourist or Park Savers, we will leave the links in the description below, but here you can get discounted rates and multi-day deals for Disney, Universal, SeaWorld and Legoland. Another way you can save money in these theme parks is by bringing your own food. Head to Walmart, pick up some snacks and take those into the theme parks to avoid the overpriced meals and restaurants inside the theme parks themselves. If you are looking at attractions outside of the theme parks, why not pick up the Orlando Explorer Pass? If you're intending on visiting a few attractions in Orlando, pick up the Explorer Pass. You can customize the pass for however many places you want to visit and can save up to 35%. Also, make sure you take advantage of the free attractions in Orlando. That includes places like Disney Springs. We actually have 2 blog posts that talk about the free things to do in Disney World and the free things to do in Disney Springs. We will leave the links in the description below. Now, if you are traveling with family, another way that you can save money is by buying your souvenirs before you arrive. I know that might sound a bit strange, but there are so many items inside the theme parks that can be bought on Amazon for half the price. Now, when it comes to dinner, you have a few options. One way you can save money is to eat early. There are many restaurants in Orlando that offer an early bird deal, so if you are eating between 2 and 5 p.m, you can save money. Alternatively, what you might want to do is have a big lunch. Again, there are lots of restaurants that have a lunch set menu or cheaper prices at lunchtime, and actually this includes a lot of the Disney restaurants. The Disney restaurants will offer a lunch meal that is a lot cheaper than the dinner meal. If you want to try out a Disney restaurant, head there for lunchtime instead of dinner and just have a smaller dinner later on. Another way that you can save money in Orlando is to stick to the chain restaurants. A lot of these chain restaurants will have set prices, so you do not have to worry about being overcharged because you are in Orlando. Now, we know that many of us are going to Orlando for Walt Disney World, so we thought we'd give a few more tips on how to save money in the Disney theme parks. Many of these will relate to Universal as well, but I hope these will help you save some money. So my first tip for saving money at Disney World is to use the midday tickets. If you are not an early riser, then this is ideal for you. You can sleep in and head to the theme parks after 12 o'clock and pick up the cheaper midday tickets. Now, we've talked about accommodation already, and I personally believe that the best way to save money is to stay off-site. You can get some great deals on hotels and villas in Orlando for a fraction of the price. However, I do appreciate there's a lot of people that like to stay on-site at Disney World, and there are some ways that you can save money doing that. First of all, go and check out David's Vacation Rentals. I'll leave the link in the description below. But this is a place where you can use other people's Disney timeshares. Even if you're not a DVC member, you can use people's points to save money on your vacation. And if you are staying on Disney property, you can save money by riding the Magical Express. This is a transportation service offered to Disney World guests staying on site. This is a great way to avoid having to rent a car or using a taxi. If you are looking at buying souvenirs, why not pick up a discounted Disney gift card? Head over to Sam's Club, again I'll leave the link in the description below, and you can get some Disney gift cards at a discounted price. This means you can still shop in the theme parks but save money as well. If you love pin trading, the best way to save money is to buy pins ahead of time. Make sure if you are using eBay that you are using reputable sellers, but you can pick up official Disney pins at a fraction of the cost online. Another tip for all theme parks, and actually in general for Orlando, is to pack ponchos. Florida experiences a lot of rain showers, especially in the summer months. Bring along your own poncho to avoid spending the big bucks when the heavens open. Another tip to save money in Disney World is to eat breakfast outside of the park. So you can go into the parks to have a breakfast, but this is often quite expensive, but it does give you early entry into the parks. However, our golden rule for going into Disney World is to make sure that you don't enter the parks hungry. Have a proper breakfast before you go to the theme parks so that you don't walk around hungry and end up buying lots of snacks in the parks themselves. A few more tips for Disney World. Make sure you take your own photos. You can opt for the memory maker at Disney World, but this is an additional expense that you do not need. Just use your own photographs. When you are taking photos with your favorite characters, you can even hand over your phone to the photographer who will take a photo using your phone or camera for you. If you are traveling with children, make sure you bring your own stroller. There is an option to rent strollers at Disneyland, but to save money you can just bring your own. And my last tip for both Disney World and Universal is to bring your own reusable water bottle. You can get cups of water free inside the parks, or you can use the water fountains to refill these bottles, but either way you are going to want to stay hydrated, and bottles of water in the theme parks are way too expensive. So those are our ways on how you can save money in Orlando. We hope you have an amazing time, enjoy the theme parks and enjoy the sunshine. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you liked it, make sure you give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe for more travel tips, and until next time, stay creative.